I want to apologize one more time to you that I made you watch all of these. If I would have known they would have been this bad, I would not have suggested this.
That's it.
But here we
It's
are.
funny because
So,
I had a feeling that you were probably gonna say something like that. Like that you're like, holy shit, I didn't know these were this bad, and probably Sean had done this shit. So moving forward, you're not proving anything. That's ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Saving Point Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eduardo. This is Willie. What's going on, man?
what's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. We got another episode for you. We're gonna be talking about the Black Christmas. I don't even know what you really call it. I guess there's only one, like the original one, and then there's like two remakes that came out. Like I said, we wanted to get into the spirit of Christmas, even though this is kind of like a horror movie, but it still has some Christmas elements to it. So this is kind of our kickoff to this Christmas season.
Yeah, man, Christmas is right around the corner at this point. And it's like you said, we want to do something a little bit Christmassy. And this was my suggestion, even though it is a horror movie, it does revolve around Christmas. So technically, it is a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
And before we begin, man, I just want to apologize for suggesting this.
Yeah, dude. That's the
Cause
worst suggestion ever.
I didn't realize what we're gonna talk about is probably nothing super good, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. So sorry, man.
So yeah, we did the research now, so it's like it is what it is. I think. I mean, not so like to be honest, like well, this was my first watch through of like all three of them. Honestly, even
Mhm.
the first one, like I've never seen. I've always wanted to see it because people talk about especially the first one, the 1974 one, with like a lot of praise. Like it's become like a cult classic, especially for like I said, this time of the year, being both Christmas and a horror movie. So I heard a lot of good things about the original one. I knew like absolutely nothing about the two remakes. I remember seeing like the trailer for the is it 2019, right? For
Mhm.
the newer one.
Yeah.
Um, Back when it was when it came out. Like I said, I didn't really know anything about the franchise. Trailer wise, from whatever I remember, was like okay, like it was like decent, I guess. I don't know. But going back and watching the first one, then the second or the first remake, and then now that's the second remake. I'm like, I was not expecting a lot of what I got, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that, man. We're gonna be talking about, of course, just like Eduardo said, the 1974, the original Black Christmas, and then we're gonna jump into the remake, the first remake in 2006, Black Christmas, and then I didn't even know they had a second remake until I looked at what the hell we were gonna be talking about. I'm like, they have a third film, so
Yeah,
yeah, they got a second remake, Black Christmas in 2019. So. Yeah,
it's
man.
yeah. I was the one that told you about that one, which was weird because to be honest, like I mean, we'll get into it, but I don't even consider that a remake.
Dude,
I
I
consider
don't
that
know.
like almost like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch to like the Halloween franchise.
Yeah,
Like it just had nothing to do with the original story at all.
no,
So it's like I mean, quote unquote remake, but like
right.
I don't even consider it a remake. Honestly, I just
I
consider it
get
like
it.
its own kind of story in a way.
Right. Yeah, I get that, and I'm sure we'll get into all of that. But yeah, you want to start with the first one?
Yeah. So Roy Moore written, Bob Clark directed, 1974. Like so, this was just credited as like one of the earliest slasher films created. Um, Talking about a lot of like heavily influences on like the 1978 Halloween movie. And you can see a lot of influences on that movie, but also like just what like the horror genre became after that. So credit due for sure to like kind of the early, what slasher kind of ended up becoming.
Yeah, I agree, man. I thought this movie was actually a pretty good. slasher. I thought it started off a bit slow. First half of
Mm.
it was a bit slow. It took a minute to get into it, but when it got into it, it was pretty good. I like I think the acting in this movie was also pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the time period,
Yeah,
1974 and a horror movie, it can be really, really hit and miss. And I thought the acting was actually, it surprised me how well it was. It wasn't like great, right? But I thought
yeah,
it was pretty well done.
yeah, yeah. For the time period that it was, probably for like the budget that this movie had, um, I thought it was done pretty well, especially like for the genre as well, and like the early onset, like we talked about with like horror and slasher
Mm-hmm.
mainly. Like it was good. Like I mean, it had Olivia Hussey, which was who I thought was the best like
Yep.
actor in the movie, which is funny because I think she won like a Golden Globe a couple years ago, for like Romeo and Juliet
Mm-hmm.
that she did, the 19 I think it was 68 one, I think.
Yeah.
So she already had like a pretty big name out there, even for that time.
Yep.
But yeah, I thought she did really good, and like you said, the acting for that time period was done really good. Overall, yeah, the movie isn't, I don't consider it like one of the best or the greatest, but
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was decent. Like it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I liked the opening scene. It kind of gave you like a
Yeah.
point of view of the killer.
Hmm.
And I can tell where John Carpenter got the idea
Yeah. Yeah.
from for Michael. But yeah,
Hmm.
I thought the opening scene was pretty cool. Kind of if the viewpoint of the killer looks in the windows and then it climbs in the attic and all that. That was pretty cool. It kind of set the idea of what the movie was going to be about, and I thought that was
Yeah.
a good start.
Yeah. Yeah. The opening I thought was really good. They said that's where John Carpenter, a lot of like the first person point of view from like the killer, which is cool. Like the heavy breathing from the killer as
Mm-hmm.
well, which was a big thing. Um, the Margot Kidder though, as Barb, I wanted to talk about her because I was like, she looks so familiar, and then she ends up. I mean, she did the Amityville horror movie in
Yep.
1979, and then she was Lois Lane in the 1978 Superman
Yep.
movies too. So I was like, so that was kind of pretty cool to see her in this
Right.
role before being in those. But yeah, like I said, for pretty good beginning. Kind of sets the tone of like kind of what the movie's gonna be with the um with the killer and stuff like that.
Right. I thought Barb, her the fucking character was hilarious. Dude. She was just like an asshole throughout the entire
Yeah,
movie.
she was.
No one likes her.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, it was very strange.
That was funny shit. But yeah, and then like I said, it was a slow burn, bro.
Yeah, it was a slow start.
It got a minute to for the stuff to happen, and then I thought the whole idea with the phone calls, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
The crazy shit that he fucking said in the
I know.
which I thought was weird, especially like except for that time period.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't think uh like at least those type of words and what they said in the fucking movie were. I
Right.
was like, what the hell? And then there
Yep.
was like the different voices I thought was cool. Where like, I mean, Billy, I guess, is the killer with so like it's interesting enough though. Like we don't really know much about or ever even find out anything about the killer. Like I'm guessing his name is Billy because he keeps saying his name is or like
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then he talks about like Agnes, whoever that
Yep.
is,
Right.
and then like the mother as well. Like she makes like a mother voice or whatever.
Right.
So like the kind of conversations within himself, I guess, or whatever
Right.
you want to call them, with like the different voices. I thought was pretty cool though. It was definitely
Yeah.
like it was very like scary sounding, like definitely like shouldn't like if you get a phone call like that, especially during nighttime, you're like, what the
Right.
fuck is this
I
shit?
know.
Like that
Like
shit would
something
scare
weird on the
someone.
phone.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, and then pretty much the killer um starts to take out one by one everyone in the house,
Mm.
and fucking pretty much everyone fucking dies. You
Yeah, pretty
had
much. Man.
Miss Mac, which was the house mom,
Yeah.
the drunk that kept hiding
Dude,
booze
that
everywhere.
shit was hilarious. I was
I
like,
was
what
like,
the
all
fuck?
right,
Hiding in like the toilet
yeah.
cover or whatever the fuck it was. I was like, what the fuck? I was not expecting that.
No, not
I
at
thought that
all.
was hilarious.
It was fucking funny. It was funny. But yeah, and
It
then
was
at the end, everyone pretty much thought the killer was fucking Peter.
yeah, Peter. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like the whole search party starts too. Claire is like the first one that dies, and then like was it her dad? I think because her dad comes and like
yeah,
tries to look for her, and then that's kind of where everything kind of starts.
right.
Um, and then like once the cops get involved, um, that's when it kind of they try to trace the cause or where it's coming from. And then it just kind of it picks up a little bit from there. Like once the cops get involved, and then they start kind of tracing the call,
Yeah,
it kind of starts to pick up a little bit more.
right.
But I mean, the guy's hiding in the attic the whole time, and
Yeah,
I guess he's the one calling from the house, which is kind of weird. That like
yeah,
I guess like after every kill, he calls and
right.
does some crazy shit.
I wonder how now. Like I'm thinking about it. How can he call from inside the house if it's the
That's
same line,
yeah, that's what I was confused on that part.
right?
How that works.
Because there's no cell phones yet. It's
Yeah, there's no cell phones.
1974.
Like,
You know.
yeah, he's literally calling from the same line. Somehow that works.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that
Um,
was just a movie
yeah, like
magic
a movie
moment.
thing. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm sure back in 1974 it was a shocker when they're like, "Oh, the call's coming from the house." Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
this was
you
like for the
know.
time period, like I guess it fits or like whatever. It's kind of just like a thing you just
Yeah.
look over. It's like whatever.
Right.
Um,
But
let's
yeah,
see,
and
it's
then Jess is pregnant and
oh
the
yeah,
cop
yeah.
and
This
then
one.
the cops are like, you don't want the baby, so Peter must be the one that is trying to kill you, right? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah. They kind of like
which
default to him, which
yeah,
kind of makes sense in a way, I guess. But you kind of knew it wasn't him, like,
yeah.
because like it didn't fit like the like what it was and
No,
stuff like that.
not at
Especially because when she
all.
said like the first call came in when he was in the house with her still, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So like you knew it wasn't gonna be him. And like I said,
Exactly.
you try to like figure out who it is the whole movie or if they're even gonna reveal it. Like as it kept
Mm-hmm.
going on, like I was like, I don't think they're gonna reveal
No.
who it is. And I was like, maybe they'll show the face, and then it's maybe like one of the people that you kind of recognize from
Mm-hmm.
like the opening scene, but we don't really see his face anyways throughout the whole movie. His
No.
eyes though, like whenever they do show his eyes, and I was like
Yeah.
the glowing kind of like red or whatever. I mean, I thought that
Right.
was cool, but yeah, they never really showed anything
Yeah.
about the killer, which is different for sure.
I thought the way that Claire died was pretty cool with the closet and the bag. Eh,
Yeah.
that was cool. It's
Oh
kind of
yeah, 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 yeah.
he was hiding in the closet, and then she kept like hearing shit, so she went to the closet, and then he fucking jumps out and grabs her.
Hmm.
That thought that was pretty cool. It kind of I could see how inspiration came from that too, of
Yeah.
like Michael coming out of like the shadows and
Uh
shit.
huh.
So
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of
yeah,
that. Or like even like when the killer's kind of like just like going from room to room and
yeah,
stuff like that. Like not being seen, kind of being like a shape almost, right? Like kind of
right,
like just like a shadow, just like going through,
yeah,
which is cool. Um, but yeah, like you said, kind of like everyone kind of starts dying slowly one by one. The I'm actually yeah, like the killings and stuff, like the murder, like they were actually done pretty well, and
yeah.
especially for that time period, like they were brutal enough. Like
They
I was
were,
surprised. I was like they're actually pretty brutal. Like some they didn't really show too much of it,
yeah.
but like I was like, damn, this is actually pretty crazy.
I know, and it came a year after Texas Chainsaw came out too, so it was
Mm-hmm.
around that same period where things were kind of
Mm-hmm.
getting a little bit more violent.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, they were pretty brutal.
yeah. It was pretty crazy. So yeah, I mean, eventually they find out that the phone calls were coming in from the house. the fucking Nash, the fucking the one fucking police officer that they keep making fun of pretty much
Yeah,
throughout the movie. He's like, don't fucking tell her that you're using the house.
I
And just
know.
like yelling at her, like, get the fuck like
I
he's
know
in
he's in the house.
he's in the house.
Oh my god.
And, and and of course she like has to go up and fucking try to save her two friends
Everyone.
who are already freaking dead anyway, so it doesn't even
Yep.
matter. But she goes up, tries to save them, and then that's kind of where like the and chase kind of ensues or whatever. But
Right. And then at the end, we don't get to see the killer, but we got to see Peter that comes out of nowhere. Like, oh, so Peter is the killer, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
But
trying to
turns
get
out he
back in.
wasn't. He got back in the house and just freaks out and fucking kills him.
So I don't know. Does she actually do it though, or because I mean they don't show it. They just
I
like
think
I
they
wonder if
mentioned it.
yeah they did mention it, but I wonder if like if the actual killer. I don't know. I mean, I guess you don't really know, right? Like
Right.
I'm
Like,
assuming the killer ended up coming down,
yeah.
but then he didn't kill her though. So I guess it would
No.
make sense that 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 Jess killed him, right? I guess that makes sense
Right.
because then
Yeah,
the killer would
because,
have killed both of them, but
yeah, you would think.
or unless like because she was unconscious, so maybe the killer thought she was dead, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? I guess, but
It's kind of like a Sopranos ending.
yeah,
Like,
kind of. Yeah, right. Like if
I don't know.
Tony dies, he doesn't get shot.
I don't know what happened.
So
But
yeah,
yeah, and then it shows the attic at the end, so the killer was still in the attic the
yeah,
whole
it's
time.
still up there, freaking hiding and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the ending was kind of like abrupt too, though. Just like he's up
Mm-hmm.
there and like it just pans out over the
Right.
house and like it just ends. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So I guess he's
Yep.
still alive. I guess we don't
Right.
know who he really is
Yep.
or what, which leaves like a really good mystery. I wonder if they ever even did plan to like make a second one
I
or
don't
whatever
know.
the case is and stuff like that. But it's just so odd that, like you said, it for like the killer to never be revealed or to just like know nothing about, and for him to still be, I guess, alive in that sense, um, was
Yeah.
like was different in like
Right.
these type of movies. So, but yeah, it wasn't too bad
Yeah.
overall.
Overall, was not a bad 1974 horror
Yeah,
movie. I thought it was just what you thought it was going to be.
yeah,
Would I watch it again? Maybe one day.
maybe, yeah,
But yeah,
probably
it
not
wasn't
very often,
bad.
but yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
definitely
But
the most watchable, definitely the best one though. Out
are
of
you sure?
these other two remakes, but
Well, let's move on, Wardo, to let's move on to a decade of fucking remakes because the
yeah.
2000s was nothing but remakes of horror movies because obviously horror was dead, so they had to bring back old horror movie and fucking ruin it. So, 2006, bro, Black Christmas.
Yeah,
Wow, what
this
a
was
chore
yeah, this one was tough to get through, man. It
it
just
was.
like it was just bad, just overall. Like it just wasn't good.
No,
To be
it
honest, like was it
go ahead, you're good.
like the only good thing I pulled out from this is like it had more Christmas vibes.
It
Like,
did, yeah.
that's it. Like in the original one, like yeah, it was Christmas, but it really didn't do much as far as like
Yeah,
Christmas stuff. Like this one, at least they're like exchanging gifts
right.
and like I don't know, like everything was a little bit more decorated. So like
Yeah,
it kind of had a little bit more Christmas vibes, but yeah, aside from that, that was pretty much
that
it.
was pretty
All I
much
got from
it.
this movie.
Before we get into it, the actress that played Phyllis or Phil in the original actually
Hmm.
came back for this one, and she
Oh really?
played Miss Mac, the
Oh
house
really?
mom. Yeah,
Oh,
so
oh, that's
she came
interesting.
back and played a different role, but in the same movie, I guess. But I thought that was
Mm,
pretty cool. She came
that's
back and
actually
played
cool.
the house mom instead of Phil or Phyllis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I thought that was cool.
The only bad thing though, I thought her death in this was horrible. Like,
Yeah, I think
like,
everyone's death was pretty bad.
like the freaking. I just didn't like that. Like she she gets out of the car and she like bumps into the fucking garage door and then like the icicle just falls down. And then like the funny part is like when you look at the icicle when it's looking up and it's like shaking, like it's not
Mm-hmm.
sharp. And then like once it
Mm-hmm.
falls and like goes through her, it's like the
Mm-hmm.
sharpest fucking icicle you've ever seen.
Yep.
I'm like, that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, yeah, everybody's death scene in this fucking movie was
Yeah.
weak.
It was a bit
But
more brutal as far as like killings though. But I mean it was
it
the 2000s
was in the worst
with
way.
blood. Yeah, like not even like a good way because they were bad,
Yep.
but like of course it's the 2000s, so that was kind of the thing for that time.
Yeah, it was
Even
definitely.
though, yeah, even though that wasn't really good, but I mean, they changed the story
Oh,
quite a bit
completely,
though,
dude.
especially with
Fucking,
like,
starts out in the ward. We have this new character of fucking Billy. Like we didn't know
mhm,
who Billy was at all. He was just
no
a phone call, right?
phone
Now
call, yeah.
we have a whole backstory of who Billy is, and guess what? He has jaundice, and he's fucking green.
Dude,
Like
yeah,
what?
he's fucking yellow, and like you said, like in the first one, you know the original, you like said you hear the name Billy and like him like referring to himself as Billy, so like you just assume his name is Billy, like that's like
Mm-hmm.
whoever Billy is or whatever, right? But in this
Yeah.
one is like it's like okay, yeah, they made Billy as like Billy is the killer, but then they
Yep.
did a whole backstory of like him growing up, like you said,
Yeah.
Agnes was the name also mentioned in the phone calls in the original, so they kind of just made okay, so
Get
they
into it.
made
Get
her.
into
Oh
it.
my god, bro, they made her fucking sister, and he's the dad at the same time. I was
Why do
like,
we
what
have
the
incest
hell
in
is
this movie?
this shit? I was
Why
like,
do we
what
have
the
incest in this movie?
fuck? Dude, that whole scene where like he's ringing the bell, where the fuck he was doing in the attic, and then like the mom's fucking doing it with the fucking stepdad, whatever, and then she
Mm-hmm.
goes up and then like undresses herself in front of him. I'm like,
Yep.
and then it cuts
Yep.
9 months later.
Yep.
Fucking Agnes is. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, what the fuck was that? The whole
No one
sequence
knows.
was so stupid.
Nobody knows what that was at all.
Like what's the whole point of making him the brother and the dad? Like, especially like the mom hates him.
Mm-hmm.
Like she killed the dad with the help of
Yep.
like the boyfriend, whatever, and then like keeps him in the attic pretty much ever since.
Right.
And then she does that. Like where I don't know. Like I don't know how this movie got made. Though. Like honestly, like who thought this was like a good idea and like a good script? Because like it just didn't make any sense.
Oh, that would be the director, Glenn Morgan, bro. That's who thought this was a great idea.
Dude, what? Yeah, I don't know. What studio was it? Was it Universal? That produced?
Uh,
It might have
shit.
been.
It was Dimension Films, and
Oh yeah, Dimension. Dimension was just
yeah,
doing anything during that time too.
yeah. They made all the
They made
bullshit ass
all of
horror
them.
movies. Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, dude,
but
this one fucking sucked. I mean, you had fucking incest, you had jaundice, you had so many wrongdoings. The kill scene sucked. The fucking
dude,
eyeballs.
yeah,
Why was he obsessed with like eyeballs all of a
dude,
sudden?
and he's a fucking cannibal too. Like he eats
Yeah,
the eyeballs. He eats his mom. Like after he kills her, like he bakes cookies out of her skin. Like what the fuck? It's like, huh?
dude. And fucking Agnes looked like a
Yeah,
dude.
I think it was, or I don't
It
know.
was, right?
I
I
think
don't
it
know
was
what that was
too.
about either, but I'm like, I
And
was so confused who that was because
yeah,
it
like
came
the
out of like
opening,
nowhere, dude.
yeah, the opening scene, like it was just weird because the opening scene, like Claire again, I believe, right? Claire, like I mean, I think they changed a lot of the names too,
They
I
did.
believe.
All of them changed.
Like all of them changed. I
Yep.
think Claire was the only one that stayed the same, and then like Miss Mac or whatever.
Miss Mac, yep.
I think those were like the only two
That's
names.
it.
Um, and then so yeah, like the opening scene, like Claire dies, like like with no
Mm-hmm.
context or like backstory. Like at
No.
least in the first one, like it wasn't like the first thing that happened. You kind of like saw him
Right.
climb in the attic. They were all kind of downstairs, and then like she goes upstairs, whatever.
Yeah, it
Here,
bounced
like
around
she's
a
just
lot.
upstairs already, like fucking doing whatever she was doing, and then this long haired fucking person comes in, kills her, and I'm like, okay, is
Mm-hmm.
that Billy or like who the fuck
Right.
is that? And then
Yeah.
it cuts into the fucking sanitarium shit, and then like
Mm-hmm.
the Santa Claus is like, that's Billy Lenz. I'm like, so that's not Billy then, the one that just killed Claire. Like unless like this is like back in time, but it wasn't. Like it was all happening at the same time.
No.
So I'm like, this. I was like, and then like later on, I was like Agnes. I was like, okay, I guess that's her. But then like, why are they like tag team like?
Yeah.
Especially at the end where she's like, "That's my father" or something, or like,
Yeah.
I forgot what the fuck she
Dude, it
said at
was
the end. I was
so
like, "What the fuck?"
bad.
I was like, "That's not." I was like, like that's not Billy, or Billy's not here. Like that's my
No.
or whatever the fuck she said at the end. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. Dude,
Like it
the
just
fucking the
like
characters suck too, and
yeah,
this one
all of them.
I didn't care about nobody in this
Nobody,
movie.
dude. No,
No, the
nobody.
acting was terrible too.
Yeah,
It
acting
was
was pretty.
just
Yeah, it
I don't know.
was.
They had not $9
There's
million
nothing good.
dollars of a budget, bro. What did they do with the $9 million? Because
There was
like all
nothing
they like the
good.
backstory sucked. It was like jumping around all over the place. There was no
Mm-hmm.
timeline. Like you couldn't pay attention for shit. Like it was just a terrible,
Oh,
terrible
and then
fucking movie.
the one of the biggest things in the original for me was like the calls, right? The phone calls. Like this one,
Yeah,
like I mean, they got some phone calls, but they were fucking terrible. Like the voice
yeah,
lines, like Billy, whoever the fuck was calling in this one,
right.
like like they were
Yep.
bad, and like it didn't really like I don't know give to the story on like the original. We're like, okay, like the phone's ringing, like he's gonna like again say some crazy shit, and then you're kind of just like into it, like okay, what is he gonna say? Like, is it gonna reveal anything as far as like who he really is,
Mm-hmm.
or like whatever? And this one, you're just like, I don't even care for the phone calls, like they got
No.
like it was weird.
Yeah, it did not translate as a like remake
Yeah,
because they like went off script so much and made like a
so
completely
bad.
different story now.
Yeah, no, yeah,
So I
this
don't
one,
know what they were
like,
trying to do.
yeah, I have no idea either. Um, yeah, I think like everyone dies except for uh, what's her name? I forgot her name. What is she?
Cassidy,
Kelly?
yeah,
Kelly? Yeah, Kelly
Kelly,
is the
yeah.
only survivor, and then she kills both of them, I guess. Like
I
that's
know she's like
really
a
end. Agnes
fucking she's like a
dies.
she's like a soldier now all of a sudden. It's
Yeah,
like,
she like
all
kills them
right,
both, and it's like all right. And then like, again, it kind of
yeah,
ends so abruptly. Like Billy
mm-hmm,
falls over the fucking railing, and like he's dead, and it's like it pans up to her, I think, and then like it's just over. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I guess it's fucking
yep,
over. Like
yep,
the endings to all of these movies, like I mean, the first one was like I said, it was different, but like even
right.
then, the other two were just like weird as fuck. Like it didn't kind of end. It's like, all right, I guess that's it.
So to
But
sum it up, Eduardo, do you think this is the worst remake of a horror movie?
probably, I think so. Like, like I said, we'll probably end up doing a whole other show of like remakes. I think, and kind of like
Mm-hmm.
probably just rating like which remakes are the best ones. But like this one's gotta be one of the worst.
It
Like I
has
said,
to be one of the worst.
I didn't enjoy it. Like I said, the one that I remember the most because I watched this so recently was the Friday the 13th one, which I didn't really enjoy. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this one is definitely far worse
Yeah,
than that one. This one's pretty bad. Like
it's
it's
pretty bad.
fucking awful. Yeah. Like there's like I
Yeah,
said, there's nothing good at all about this movie.
I will never go back and watch this movie ever again.
No,
I'm done. I'm
no,
done with this movie.
this is yeah, no, I could never do that again.
Fuck.
But
You got
no,
anything
I
else
guess
you want to add to this one?
no, I think I'm good on that
All
movie.
right, cool.
I think
Let's
I'm
move on to the
good.
final film, bro. In the 2019, which I had no idea about, but this was also a Black Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I think it was a Black Christmas movie.
To be honest, this is the one that I didn't even write shit down for because I didn't particularly care for it either. Like I
No,
usually
not at
write
all.
notes, even for the 2006 one, I wrote a couple of notes. But this one,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I ain't writing shit down because this is just what like
Yeah.
one, it's not a remake to me at all.
Right.
Like it's its own separate story. Like the only thing that can like you can say connects it is like the sorority thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like the only thing that literally the only thing that like has anything to do
Yeah.
with any resemblance to like the original movie.
Yeah. What I think about this one, so the 2019 Black Christmas movie was made. It was the whole feel of this movie was like a made to TV movie. It was like a lifetime fucking movie. It had nothing to do like this movie was not a horror movie. It was like something you would watch on fucking Lifetime,
Yeah,
like a fucking
or just like straight to streaming kind of thing. Like
yeah, it was like it wasn't. It didn't feel complete. It felt like it was like a very like I don't know, a very independent film, but not in a good way. It was a very like I don't know. There was a lot of things that were like missing, and it
yeah,
didn't make sense. It was very boring too.
yeah, it was very slow. Or like I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. All slow. It was a PG-13 one too. So
It was
it was the
yes,
first one in the first two, of course, rated R. This was PG-13. So usually, to me, I don't know how you feel about horror movies, but I think every horror movie that they make or considered as a horror movie should be rated R. Like
I agree.
I don't care like what the story is or what you're make it out to be. The
Mm-hmm.
kills, like whatever you want to do with it. Any good horror movie, to me, I feel like has to be
Yep.
rated R.
Yep.
So
I
like
agree.
as soon as I see like a horror movie that's PG-13, I'm already like, like I don't know. Not
Mm-hmm.
that they can't do a good job. It
Right.
just I think horror doesn't like
No.
PG-13 rating. Like it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't go.
Remember when MTV did Scream? Like the whole like
Oh yeah, the TV
script
show,
that
whatever.
was like that wasn't that PG and it felt very teenage like
Hmm.
vibes and this movie felt the same way, very teenage like I had to be like
Yeah,
16 to like this fucking movie, dude.
yeah. I yeah, I've never seen the MTV Scream one, but I do want to
Mhm.
kind of go back and watch it. Uh,
Yeah.
just because I rewatched most of the Scream franchise last year, I believe.
Mhm.
Um, but
Yeah.
um, but yeah, this was yeah, it just had a different vibe. Like again, like sorority stuff and like, but they incorporate a lot of like different things
Yep.
that had like said nothing to do with the like original story at all.
No,
Um,
not at all.
and then like a lot of it just kind of didn't make sense or it didn't have a conclusion. Like
Mm-mm.
it was very like of course like female driven, um,
Yeah.
like give female power kind of thing. Which like I don't. But like I said, there was no payoff at the end. Like the whole like the cult was like based off like the founder of this fucking thing, and like
Mhm.
he just like managed to dominate everything, I guess, or whatever. And then
Yeah.
like the girls fighting back, but like I said, even at the end, like yeah, they won, but it didn't like I don't know, it didn't like give like such a good story, I guess. Like I don't know,
Mhm.
to me, I guess, but
Yeah. Um this is not a political podcast, so I'll keep my opinions to myself.
yeah.
But I did not enjoy the political undertone of this film at all,
Mm, yeah.
and that's all I'm gonna say about that. And so this is a teen movie, and it had no Miss Mac. Like it has no
Yeah, no, like
like
no
nothing
original
like
character.
that. No, it was a standalone film, like you were saying, and I don't know if that was the whole point of this, and I don't know if they called it Black Christmas just because. I don't know if they like because they said it's based on the characters from Roy Moore, but
Yeah.
there's no characters from Roy Moore in
Mm-mm.
this movie. So I
Yeah.
don't know if they had to say that for the to use the
Just because
fucking
they're using
name
the
of Black
name,
Christmas. Yeah, I
I
was like,
think
all right.
so.
And
Yeah, I think
then the
that's
fucking yeah, that was it. And then the fucking phone calls. There was no calls. It was all text and like this
Text
app. That was
messages.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Hmm.
like, all right. I don't know. It was not my vibe. It was I think we're Eduardo. I think we're a little bit too old to enjoy this film.
Probably. Or
I think that.
is I think it's
Yeah.
just also more of like the name Black Christmas. You just associate it with, and it's supposed to be a remake. You just go in
Mm-hmm.
expecting a certain thing, and it wasn't at all. Like I said, I just compare it to like the Halloween, like Season of the Witch,
Yep.
like you expect it to be Halloween, like Michael Myers is supposed to be in it, like all of this stuff, but
Yep.
he's not. So then like this one's kind of the same thing. Like they changed the story completely, like no original characters. Um, like I said, it's Black Christmas in the name only. Like yeah, I thought like the
Yep.
whole text message thing was like super disappointing because like I said, I mean I was already disappointed with like 2006 one as far as like the phone calls, and then this one's even worse because you
Mm-hmm.
get no phone call. You get text messages, which is like, all right, like I don't know,
Yep.
you didn't really
Yep.
provide anything to the actual story. Um,
No, it did not. I didn't. I
but,
mean, the whole killer part of it was like the whole sorority.
yeah,
Um,
like the
I
whole
didn't really
cult.
care for that either. It's like now the whole cult is the killer. It's not just one
Yeah,
killer.
well, the
Like
weird
the
part
killer was
too.
never even in the house either. Like they weren't even in
Yeah,
the house or nothing. It was like I don't know.
yeah. Like you said, I think the main story or like what they were trying to put out is like I said, like the whole political thing that we won't get into, but I think that's just kind of what the
Mm-hmm.
premise was supposed to be about. But
Yep.
yeah, like the whole cult thing too. Like I said, the ending of that movie, like he's like the bust is the one that gives them fucking powers. Like they did have kind of like a supernatural element to it as well, which that like that music that played, and then like the guys would like
Mm-hmm.
turn fucking like whatever version of themselves that they
Yeah.
turned to shit, and then
Right.
like I said, at the end, like her destroying the fucking bust, like snapped everyone out of it in a way, except for
Yep.
like the ones that were
Yep.
like really like this is the way kind of thing. So it was just
Exactly.
like all of that just to like fucking destroy a bust, I guess. Like and then like it's over.
Yep.
Like I don't know. Oh yeah, and the
That's it.
fucking like the cult motherfuckers with like the fucking bow and arrow shit. I
Yeah, dude.
was like, what the fuck is this shit? He just comes in with a fucking cloak and they're just fucking throwing arrows and
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
I was like, yo, what
It's
are
like
these?
fucking
What
Robin
is
Hood
this?
came into
Yeah, like
fucking play.
Robin
I
Hood
was like, all
fucked up,
right.
bro. That shit was insane. I'm like, all right, like Robin Hood's here.
I
But
think that's when I zoned out.
yeah,
I
I
was like,
mean,
I can't even do it no more.
yeah, no, it was. No, there isn't much to be said about this one either. Um,
Nope. I don't got anything more to add, honestly.
yeah, like yeah, definitely not one I'll go back and watch either. At
No, not
all.
at all. Um, you want to rank them 1 to 3? What's your favorite and
Yeah.
middle and last?
Ah, fuck. That's tough. I mean, Black Christmas, the original 1974, is of course it has to be number one. Um, I'll, I think I'll probably put the 2019 one second. Um, only because at least it had some type of story that they were trying to go for. Like I said, it was PG-13. At least like the acting was better too. I just didn't like the 2006 one, so I put that one as third, just because, like I said, it created like this whole backstory, like the right, like it was just all over the place, like Billy and then
Yep.
there's Agnes, like both of them are the killers. Uh, like the acting wasn't really particularly good. Like the whole cannibal thing, like the whole incest thing, like it just had nothing to do with
Mm-hmm.
the original one. And like I said, I'll give credit to the 2019 one. Like even though like it also didn't have anything to do with it, but at least the story was a bit more like cohesive, or it made more sense. I guess I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of my ranking for these ones. I guess is yeah,
I have to agree with you. I think the best one was, of course, the 1974 original. Number two was the 2019, and then number three was the 2006. I the 2006 has to be the fucking worst one of all time because of I did not care for the incest jaundice killer. I thought that was really, really, really dumb,
Yeah,
and the whole backstory of it all was very, very hard and frustrating to watch, and I didn't care for it at all. And at least with the 2019, yeah, the movie sucked and the whole plot sucked, but if it was on in the background, I wouldn't be angry.
yeah.
And the
Like if that one,
2006 one, I would be angry.
yeah, like if the 2019 was playing in the back, like I wouldn't, like I was like whatever, I wouldn't change it. But yeah, it's the 2006 one. I'm like, yeah, we're not watching this shit. Like, I don't care if it's playing in the background. Like this one just horrible. Like it just was not good. Uh,
That was not good.
yeah, it wasn't good at all. But
Well,
yeah,
Eduardo, I want to apologize one more time to you that I made you watch all of these. If I would have known they would have been this bad, I would not have suggested this.
that's it.
But here we
It's
are.
funny because
So
I had a feeling that you were probably gonna say something like that. Like that you're like, holy shit, I didn't know these were this bad, and probably showing I hadn't done this shit. So moving forward, you're not picking anything. That's
yeah, moving forward, I will no longer be participating in what we are going to be talking about. So
that's, that's solely beyond me. He has no writing credit in this.
no,
So
I will just edit your
you'll be
episodes, Eduardo, and
you'll be executive
you could be the
producer,
only one
but
that
have no say.
yeah.
Have
I will
no
be the
say,
man
but
behind the curtain for you,
yeah,
Eduardo.
you'll have no say on the script. It's fucking
Oh
hilarious.
man. But anyways, anything else you want to add to this Black Christmas?
No, like I said, the first one was decent. Like it wasn't bad, for what it was. But yeah, that's about it. Only
Yeah,
one that I really enjoyed out of all of them.
I agree. With that being said, let's move on to our closing segment. This is our nostalgia moment. We talk about something old, something nostalgic that we want to bring to y'all's attention and just to kind of talk about it. So this is our nostalgia moment of the episode. All right, Eduardo, what you got this week?
So this one I picked. I don't know if you remember like the Beyblades, like those fucking, what those are, like those. It was a show, and then they're like these little circular kind of. I don't even know how to describe them. Like just little toys that you throw, yeah, you pull, and then
That
they
you
just go and they just
you
spin.
zip it,
Yeah, yeah. And then like they would kind of like
dude.
fight against each other or whatever. It was like the whole thing. Uh, so
Yeah,
yeah, I remember. I remember like so watching the show and then like having the whole things was they're pretty cool.
dude, those were fucking sick, dude. They spun quick
They
too, man. They're
spun, no way.
fast.
They spun because I said like the whole thing was like having the pin them against each other like just have two of them run and just fucking whichever one
Yep,
won and like they'd fucking smash
dude.
and like
That
one of them would go like fucking flying from that shit like they were cool. When you're a kid and shit like that was one of the coolest things.
yeah, I forgot about those, man.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
kind
you
of
don't
want
really.
one.
Yeah, no, I want one too. You don't like. I mean, they're not really talked about nowadays or whatever. But yeah, those were
No,
cool.
yeah,
Little
they were.
baby.
Hell yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, fucking
Beyblade.
Beyblades. Oh. Shit, good pick, man.
Hmm.
Um, so my pick this week is something that is very dear to both of our hearts and something that we have played countless times over and over and is still relevant today and is a video game from 2008 that is SmackDown versus Raw.
Hmm.
I think this GM mode on this game was the best. You had
Yeah.
fucking the classic Raw, SmackDown, and ECW, and
Hmm.
ECW always won, but it was a good it was a good game.
Yeah. That's yeah, definitely probably my favorite WWE game. I had the best version of, like you said, of GM mode, and then like I mean I haven't really played much of the actual wrestling mechanics of the new games, but I
Yeah.
remember just playing the heck out of like my story mode or whatever it was, story mode, whatever it's called, and then
Mm-hmm.
just doing fucking random shit in the game. But yeah, it was fun.
Yep.
I love playing it.
Yeah. That was a fun game. Like we spent hours.
Yeah, like that's one of the games I said like I want to get a because I don't have my PS2 anymore, but like I want to get a PS2 again because I mean they've remade a bunch of games, right? A bunch of PS2 games and stuff like that, but that's one of the ones that they've never redone. Not even for like PS3 or whatever, because there was no backwards compatibility for some fucking reason with the PlayStation 3. So like
Mm-hmm.
I do want to get a PS2, and like that's one of the first games that I would buy just to play that version of GM
Yeah.
mode. It was a lot of
Right.
fun.
Hell yeah. Same.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
it's a
yeah.
good pick. I love that game.
That was our. Yeah, it was a good game, and I think we had some good picks. They were fun.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But that was our nostalgia of the episode, and I want to encourage you all to go to our social media, go to X, TikTok, Instagram, all the good stuff. Follow us there at Saving Point Podcast. We are the only Saving Point podcast, so don't be subscribing to anybody else. Subscribe to ours. Get all the updates. We got some cool stuff cooking up in the next coming weeks, especially with Christmas coming around the corner. We got some more Christmas episodes, and I promise, those Christmas episodes will be a lot better than Black Christmas. So, sorry, Eduardo.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Like I said, we love horror, so like this is one of the. I mean, there's other movies and stuff that incorporate horror and Christmas, but with like the 1971 being such a classic, cult classic and stuff like that, um, I feel like we probably would have had to do a Black Christmas eventually or at any point, anyways. So, but um, yeah, like I said, a lot better things related to Christmas though coming up for sure, which I'm really excited for. But yeah, like I said, we're just kicking off the whole Christmas season thing, so look forward to doing more of that.
Absolutely. But yeah, this was a good episode, man. I enjoyed talking about Black Christmas. I enjoyed our nostalgia moment that we had. And yeah, I think we got a good episode coming up next as well. So stay tuned, everybody. Anything you
Mm-hmm.
want to add to close out the episode, Eduardo?
No, just same thing. Just thank you for uh, supporting the show, the likes, comments, the follows, subscribes. Like Willie said, Saving Point Podcast on all the socials. So just appreciate you guys following. That's about it.
Absolutely, bro. Well, I think the time has come. I'm going to peace out, man. It's been fun.
Yep. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
See you.